This is the Intercontinental Broadcasting Corporation. Sa bagong Pilipinas.
Good evening. This is 13 News.
We bring you the day's top stories that shape the country and the world.
Let's get into the headlines right now.
Habagat inundates Metro Manila and nearby provinces. Massive floods tear houses in the central Luzon.
A low-pressure area inside the Philippine area of responsibility may develop into a typhoon as Habagat dumps more rain over Luzon.
The Ombudsman is not buying the recantation of Zaldico's bodyguards. The four Maleta boys are still part of the investigation.
Senate President Win Gatchalian vows to safeguard nearly 11 billion pesos confidential and intel funds for 2027.
Filipina tennis star Alex Ayala and Eva Jovic share a heartfelt moment at the 2026 U.S. Open.
All these and more here on 13 News. Continuous heavy downpour has left several areas in Pampanga flooded.
This is due to the enhanced Habagat. A two-story house along a riverbank in Lubao, Pampanga collapsed and was swallowed by the fast-flowing river. Floodwaters continue to rise and inundate communities. The water level has left ankle to waist deep water in some areas.
Pampanga has been put under red rainfall warning due to southwest monsoon.
The local government units are already conducting rescue operations in the Habagat-affected areas. Due to continuous heavy rains, some parts of Zambales remain flooded as heavy rains damage homes, agricultural areas, and critical infrastructure. The severe weather also led to a boat accident in Mapanuepe Lake, killing 6 members of the Aita community and leaving 3 others missing. The boat carried 13 people when strong winds and rough waters capsized the vessel. The Philippine Coast Guard has deployed divers and rescue teams for the search operations. Meanwhile, rising floodwaters have damaged several infrastructure projects across the province. A house collapsed and was swept away by floodwaters after a dike was damaged in San Marcelino. Zambales remains under a state of calamity. The local and national authorities continue its rescue, relief, and monitoring operations.
Folks, prepare your umbrellas and raincoats. The Pagasa is monitoring 2 low-pressure areas with 1 already inside the Philippine area of responsibility and currently enhancing the southwest monsoon or Habagat. The LPA near extreme northern Luzon is located 560 kilometers east-northeast of Itbayat, Batanes, while another LPA outside the PAR is located 1,460 kilometers east of central Luzon. Both LPA has a moderate chance of developing intertropical cyclones. Meanwhile, the Habagat will continue to bring heavy rains over parts of Luzon through the weekend. 100 to 200 millimeters of rainfall possible in Pangasinan, La Union, Benguet, Bataan, Zambales, Tarlac, and Occidental Mindoro, while Metro Manila and nearby provinces may also experience 550 to 100 millimeters. From Saturday to Monday, heavy rains may persist over Ilocos Region, Cordillera, Zambales, Bataan, and other parts of Luzon with up to 200 millimeters possible in some areas.
A Filipino is among the 644 travelers reported missing from the devastating flash flood in Nepal. The palace earlier reported that there were no Filipino casualties. The Philippine Embassy in New Delhi has yet to release a statement regarding the incident. As of today, the catastrophe has claimed nearly 500 lives. The search operations continue for almost 1,000 missing.
The Office of the Ombudsman says The recantation of Zaldico's ex-bodyguards do not erase their earlier testimonies, tagging high-ranking officials with the so-called Maleta scheme. The new statements will instead be examined alongside the previous testimonies, including allegations that the witnesses may have been paid to recant. Juan Antonio has the report.
The Office of the Ombudsman is not buying the recantation of the ex-bodyguards of former Congressman Zaldico. According to the Ombudsman, the recantation cannot erase the testimonies of the Maleta boys who tagged several high-ranking government officials.
Yan ang gusto kasi nilang maintindihan ng tao na basta may recantation, bura na. Lahat ng ebidensya or lahat ng sinabi ng tao na yun dati ay nabura na. Hindi po ganun yun.
According to Assistant Ombudsman Miko Clavano, the recantation might be helpful in the run of the investigation. There will be probe to determine which of the two versions is true and which is not.
Hindi siya nakabawas sa ebidensya ng investigators natin, kundi dagdag ho siya. Tapos marami po tayong kailangan tanungin tungkol dun sa recantation. Unang-una po dyan ay bakit biglang nagtago ang mga affiant nung nag-recant sila.
The Ombudsman will also look into the allegations that the ex-bodyguards and ex-bagmen were already paid.
May information pa tayo na nababayaran po yung mga tao na ito para mag-recant.
Later, Representative Martin Romualdez earlier asked the Ombudsman to dismiss the investigations into the complaints of plunder and graft. The camp of the former House Speaker insisted that no credible witness has linked him to the flood control project. Juan Antonio, IBC News.
The Office of the Ombudsman expressed doubts surrounding Senator Lauren Legarda's medical leave. According to Assistant Ombudsman Miko Clavano, Legarda should request a longer medical leave if she has a serious illness. Clavano added that the timing of the senator's medical leave needs to be flagged because of the complaint she is facing. The Ombudsman has expressed suspicion after the senator and her son, Congressman Leandro Leviste, left the country.
That is the only reason why the Office of the Ombudsman had to flag that type of pattern, is because there was already a time period stated in the Travel Authority, but there were several extensions.
With recent security concerns putting firearm safety under scrutiny, the government eyes waiver, allowing police inspection of gun owners' safekeeping facility. Bea Piniza has the report.
The Department of the Interior and local governments step up its campaign for responsible firearm ownership. The DILG may be requiring gun owners to sign waivers allowing authorities to inspect their homes or firearm storage facilities.
Lahat, i-require na namin na lahat ay magbigay ng waiver na pwede namin inspect ang kanilang safe facilities, safekeeping facilities para sa firearms.
The agency is also pushing for stronger firearm regulations, including stricter safekeeping requirements and tougher penalties for offenses involving loose firearms.
Actually, this is for the good of the gun owners too. Yung mga anak nila, dapat walang access sa baril yan. Dapat naka-lock and key. Dapat may minimum set of standards para sa kanila yan. So it is for them too, not only for us.
Remulla said responsible gun ownership and secure storage are crucial to keep firearms out of the hands of the minors.
What we need is the responsibility of the gun owners to secure their firearms. Ayan lang hingi namin. We will bring it up with Congress and we will take it up with the Supreme Court to test kung pwede namin gawin on a notice.
Meanwhile, the DILG is set to deploy quick reaction forces in schools following recent shooting incidents and threats in Tacloban and Zamboanga. The initiative will include barangay watchmen, increased police presence around school campuses, and mandatory inspection of students' belongings to help prevent security threats. Bea Piniza, IBC News.
Up next, SSS launches race campaign to run after employers who fail to remit workers' contributions. Stay tuned. This is 13 News.
Nag-start yung hilig ko din sa balita dahil sa influence ng aking dad. Mahilig siyang manood ng news. So, nung bata ako, sa halip na cartoons, part of ng habit na ginagawa ko nung bata ay manood din talaga ng balita. At yung province namin sa Batangas, may mga years na sunod-sunod yung malalakas na bagyo na tumama. At naroon yung hilig, nagkaroon ako ng hilig na i-cover bilang isang bata yung mga pangyayaring yun. Nagno-notes ako hanggang napunta ako sa media industry at ngayon nga dito sa IBC.
When I realized that journalism can give voice to the voiceless, to the marginalized people, doon ko na-realize na journalism is my calling.
Senate President Sherwin Gatchalian vows a tight oversight for the 2027 confidential funds. Gatchalian said that the Senate will no longer allow the allocation of confidential funds for non-surveillance agencies. According to Gatchalian, 4.3 billion pesos is allotted for confidential funds, while 6.4 billion pesos for intel funds. Gatchalian added that this allocated budget needs to be studied to see if it needs to be reduced.
We have to be very prudent in this use kasi lumalabas na ngayon sa mga, lalo na dito sa impeachment, yung paggamit nitong confidential funds and how it can be abused.
The Department of Migrant Workers successfully shut down an illegal recruitment agency in Angeles City, Pampanga. Their modus is to pose as a call center agency. Cristal Ramizares has the reports.
An illegal recruitment agency posing as a BPO call center in Angeles City, Pampanga was successfully shut down by the Department of Migrant Workers. After receiving complaints from 4 victims, DMW conducted 2 surveillance operations. To attract applicants, the agency used a foreign company name online and post fake success stories of deployment.
Recruitment agency ka tapos hindi mo na-deploy yung worker mo, criminally liable ka pa rin. No? Pwede pa rin kaso yan under RA 8042. Pero dito, wala silang ganong accountability dahil di sila lisensyado eh.
Once the victims are lured, they are directed to answer online-generated forms for data collection and screening. Interviews are also held online where their agents promise a high salary once the applicant gets a job.
Sila ay nagre-recruit po no, ng mga welders, painters at saka mga carpenters papuntang Australia.
They promise mga nasa 150 to 200,000 pesos po depending on the position po na a-applyan po ni applicant.
DMW clarifies that the agency is a registered business under DOLE and SEC, but they are not licensed to recruit in the country for overseas employment. According to their building administrator, where their office is located, their documents show that they are a registered call center agency. However, they have been illegally recruiting OFWs for the past 3 years. The DMW will conduct further investigation before filing criminal charges to the company owner with a 15 to 20 million peso fine. Cristal Ramizares, IBC News.
The SSS issues notices of violence to 10 delinquent employers in Quezon City. These establishments have failed to remit over 3 million pesos contributions of their employees. John Flores reports.
The Social Security system has launched its Run After Control Evaders or RACE campaign in Quezon City. The campaign encourages employers to comply with their obligations to their employees. This covers workers' coverage and contributions remittance under the Social Security law. According to SSS records, 10 delinquent employers in Quezon City failed to remit a total of 3.2 million pesos employees' contributions in just 1 month. These establishments also face approximately 1 million pesos in penalties for their violations. Among the violators are businesses engaged in elevator and escalator services, religious organizations, starch product manufacturing, medical services, cafes, accounting firms, and law firms. In the National Capital Region alone, nearly 3,500 employees are affected by more than 400 delinquent employers. Their unpaid contributions have ballooned to over 145 million pesos.
We will cover 411 employers and then affected dito yung 3,484 na employees with a total delinquency of 145.3 million. Kasama ho yung mga lawyers natin. This is it's not only to make sure na yung employer natin talaga magko-comply with RA 111999, the Social Security Act of 2019.
The SSS assures employers that it has programs and assistance mechanism available to help businesses struggling to pay employees' contributions.
Dun sa mga employer natin na medyo may konting problema financially, meron kami mga installment program na ibinibigay sa kanila wherein meron din kaming ongoing continuation kung talagang they are qualified, they can apply for that.
The RAISE campaign is a government aims to employers to meet SSS contributions of their employees. John Flores, IBC News.
As the world marks World Organ Donation Day, the National and Kidney Transplant Institute is calling on more Filipinos to become organ donors. The institute says organ donation can help save the lives of those who are in need of transplants. Patrick Gupo reports.
A decade after her kidney transplant, Ariane is now living a normal life. The kidney donation gave her a new lease on life and the chance to return to school.
Actually, within the grace of God, ang bilis nag-function sa akin yung bagong kidney. Umihi agad ako, sabi nila. Then yung laboratory ko, bumaba agad ang kreya ko. Talagang super amazing yun. Sobrang amazing lang yung nangyari.
More than 510 patients are currently waiting for a kidney transplant at the National Kidney and Transplant Institute. As the country celebrates World Organ Donation Day, the NKTI continues to urge more Filipinos to consider organ donation as a way of giving others a chance to live.
Unfortunately, base sa datos, hindi dumadami ang mga deceased organ donor natin. No? Siguro mataas na yung mga 10 to 12 a year. Tapos more than 500 ang nangangailangan. So yung supply at yung demand talaga. No? Kaya nagiging challenge namin to.
The NKTI says there is a low number of organ donors due to lack of awareness, unwillingness to donate, and misconceptions about organ donation.
Ito ay isang malaking pagtulong, isang honor that you give life to our recipients.
But for the family of Rainiel Gonzalez, organ donation became a way to help others after losing his mom. His mother, Alma Batabang, became an organ donor after she was declared brain dead following a ruptured blood vessel in her brain. Her lungs, liver, and kidney were donated, saving the lives of 5 recipients. Before her death, Alma had already expressed her wish to donate her organs.
Siyempre, yung pamilya namin is so glad na we help a lot of people na natulungan. Hindi lang matulungan, kundi ililigtas yung buhay nila.
The NKTI continues to work with the Department of Health and Congress to strengthen organ donation advocacy and encourages more Filipinos to become donors. Patrick Gupo, IBC News.
The Philippine Charity Sweepstakes Office has remitted 97.84 billion pesos to the national government from 2022 to the first half of 2026. The agency sent more than 73 million pesos in taxes to the Bureau of Internal Revenue and 10 billion pesos in dividends to the Bureau of the Treasury. PCSO also provided almost 11 billion pesos for universal health care and 3 billion pesos for other government programs and beneficiaries. The agency said these contributions help support healthcare, education, sports, development, disaster response, and other public services. PCSO General Manager Mel Robles said the agency's revenues from legitimate games continue to return to Filipino communities through government programs and social services.
V of Norway, Europe's oldest monarch, has died at the age of 89. The Norwegian royal palace said Harald died peacefully at Oslo University Hospital early Friday morning after being hospitalized since August 17. The monarch had been receiving treatment for hemolytic anemia, a condition in which red blood cells are destroyed faster than the body can replace them. Following his death, his son, Crown Prince Haakon, automatically succeeded him and became King Haakon VIII. Haakon's eldest child, Crown Princess Ingrid Alexandra, is now next in line to the throne. If she eventually becomes queen, she will be Norway's first reigning female monarch in more than 6 centuries. U.S. President Donald Trump has signed an executive order renaming Lake Ontario as Lake America. The order directs the new name for use by the U.S. federal government. This comes as trade tensions between the United States and Canada continue, with both countries at odds over tariffs and trade.
And finally, I guess the purpose of this more than anything else is we're going to be changing the name of Lake Ontario, effective immediately, to Lake America. That's going to take place right now as I sign the order.
But Canada is pushing back against the name change, with Prime Minister Mark Carney saying that they have used the name Lake Ontario for more than 400 years. The lake is shared by both countries, with more than half of its mass resting within Canada's border. Prolific voice actor Peter Cullen has died at the age of 85. Cullen was best known for voicing Optimus Prime in Transformers and Eeyore in Winnie the Pooh. His family confirmed his death through a statement, saying he passed away at his home in Los Angeles, surrounded by his loved ones. The cause of death has not been disclosed, with his family asking for fans to honor his legacy by remembering and carrying out his famous advice, "Be strong enough to be gentle."
Tennis fans got to enjoy a fun and light-hearted showdown as Filipina tennis star Alex Ayala shared the court with world number 14 Iva Jovic in a US Open exhibition match. Jovic took a 2-set lead before Ayala fought back to level the third set at 3-all, but Jovic eventually won the final 3 games 6-3. The exhibition also featured the tennis fan from the Harlem Junior Tennis and Education Program, along with a fun father-daughter moment as Ayala and Jovic's fathers joined them on court. Ayala now turns her attention to the US Open, where she is the number 17 seed in the women's singles main draw. She is also set to return to the Philippines for a homecoming match at the Philippine Arena on December 8 against Indonesian player Janice Chen.
It's a great way to practice against a great opponent. I think the way I approach these things is to really focus on myself, and it's a good exercise to kind of switch back and forth between fun and really locked in.
Before we wrap up tonight's newscast, we bring you the results of the PCSO's 9 p.m. lottery draws for the Mega Lotto 645. The winning numbers are 37, 34, 31, 28, 14, and 24. With a jackpot prize of 31 million pesos, 690,805 pesos and 65 centavos. For the Ultra Lotto 658, the winning combination is 8, 46, 57, 15, 30, and 26. With a jackpot prize of 245 million 509,447 pesos and 55 centavos. For the 4D Lotto, the winning combination in the exact order is 8, 9, 1, and 4. For the 3D Lotto, the winning numbers are 0, 4, and 9. And for the 2D draw, the winning numbers are 9 and 24. There are no winners for the Mega Lotto 645 and Ultra Lotto 658. And those were the latest from the IBC Newsroom this evening. I'm Harley Valbuena.
We'll continue to monitor the stories that matter and bring you updates as they develop. I'm Angela C. This is 13 News. Good night and stay safe.